Hey guys, welcome back. We're talking Nanox again today. What do I have for you? Well, there's a rumor about Nanox being included on a significant ARK ETF. Stick around. So there was a little bit of a buzz recently about Nanox when this came out. This is from Solactive. They are a German company that does indexes. On January 14th, they published this, and what it says is the ordinary index reweighting in the ARK Israeli Innovation Index for January 2021. If you look way down here, kind of middle of the pack, right below NNDM, you will see Nanox Imaging Ltd. And of course, the big question is, does this mean that ARK is going to be buying Nanox? Well, the answer is maybe. Let me explain this to you. By now you're all familiar with Kathy Wood and her ARK investment team. You may not know that there is an actual IZRL Innovative Technology ETF that ARK runs. The ticker symbol is IZRL. Quickly, this ETF seeks to provide investment results that closely correspond before fees and expenses to the performance of the ARK Israeli Innovative Index, which is designed to track the price movements of exchange-listed Israeli companies who really are operating in a disruptive, innovative manner. Things like genomics, healthcare, biotechnology, industrials, internet technology, etc. Now here's where we really have to pay attention to the wording. This ARK Israel Innovative Technology ETF is seeking to track an index. Remember that indexes are just a collection of the stocks of different companies, and you can make an index of just about anything. Now, the most famous indexes, at least in the United States, are the Dow Jones Industrial Average, as well as the S&P 500. So one would then ask, well, what is this ARK Israeli Innovation Index? I certainly asked it. I clicked on the link here. We'll do that right now. If you click on this, it tells you you're going to an external website, and then guess what pops up? Solactive German Index Engineering and the ARK Israeli Innovative Index. Now, once we get to this part of the website, if we just simply click here on announcements, we will see here, there's that announcement I shared with you at the beginning, ordinary index reweighting in the ARK Israeli Index. And notice that this reweighting has been going on approximately every 3 months. So this is not something new, but what is new is that Nanox is going to be included on the index. Keep that in mind, on the index. Now, this doesn't guarantee that Nanox will be purchased into the ARK Israeli ETF. Let me quickly cover what I mean by that. Just some things on this index that are of note. The fund normally invests at least 80% of its total assets in securities that are included in the fund's benchmark index. That is that index that I showed you earlier. The companies that they invest in range from large to small. As of November 2020, the market cap ranged between 31 million and 16 billion, with an average market cap of 2.3 billion. The fund, while they're using an index investment approach, they attempt to approximate the investment performance of the index by investing in a portfolio of securities that generally replicates the index. Now, that's an important term, generally replicates the index. Now, there may be reasons why they can't get a hold of enough shares of stock to exactly replicate the index. So they try to do their best, but it's not necessarily going to be exactly the same weighting as the index that they try to replicate. What's my take out of all of this? Knowing that the ARK Israeli Index provided by Solactive is going to be reweighted on the 21st of January, and the index will include Nanox, my take is that I really do think that ARK is going to be buying some shares of this as well. Now, of course, this has been a pretty controversial stock about whether their technology is legitimate or not. Will they buy it in the same weighting? I don't know. But my suspicion is that they will. Don't take that as a guarantee. I certainly am not an insider. I'm just going on the information that I can see available. All right, so here's what we know. This is a given. On the 22nd of January, Nanox will be included in the normal index reweighting of the ARK Israeli Innovation Index. Remember, that is just the index. That is not the ARK Israeli ETF. However, the ETF tries to follow the index, and so I believe personally that ARK will be buying some Nanox shares. And just for gee whiz sake, of course, the markets are closed today in the United States for the Martin Luther King holiday. But here's what Nanox was doing. It's just shy of $50. and I'm excited to see what's going to happen to it come tomorrow morning, or even, I guess, in the pre-market hours. I hope this was informative for you. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. And until next time, enjoy your investing.